Have you ever felt like something deep within you is changing? Something you can't quite explain with logic or science? Do you find yourself waking up at odd hours, feeling unusually emotional, or sensing things before they happen? If so, you might not be going crazy. In fact, you might be one of the few, the chosen ones, whose bodies are ascending into the fifth dimension. According to Shi Yong Po, a spiritual voice resonating through millions of seekers, the shift to the fifth dimension isn't science fiction or religious dogma. It's a powerful, internal transformation unfolding right now within those who are spiritually ready. But what does it even mean to enter the fifth dimension? In simple terms, it's not a physical place you can point to on a map. It's a higher state of consciousness. The fifth dimension is where unconditional love, intuition, unity, and truth rule. It's where the ego fades, time bends, and your energy aligns with a greater universal intelligence. When your body begins to enter this frequency, you begin to detach from the 3D world of survival, fear, and material obsession, and start tapping into a world governed by vibrational wisdom, healing, and inner peace. This transformation isn't always easy. In fact, it can feel like your world is falling apart before it comes together. But if you know what to look for, the signs are unmistakable, and they are profoundly beautiful. In this deep exploration of Shi Yong Po's insights, we will uncover 9 clear signs that your body is shifting into the fifth dimension. These are not just spiritual trends. They are cosmic truths your soul already knows. If these signs resonate with you, you're not alone. You are waking up. You are transforming. And yes, you were chosen for this. Now, let's begin with the first sign. Section 1. Awakening dreams. One of the most common yet mysterious signs that your body is entering the fifth dimension is a noticeable shift in your dream patterns. These are not just ordinary dreams. They are vivid, symbolic, and often prophetic in nature. People beginning their transformation into the fifth dimension report experiencing dreams that feel more real than waking life. These dreams are packed with meaning, often featuring symbols, recurring characters, or even celestial beings guiding them through hidden messages. In the third dimensional reality, dreams often reflect your current emotions, thoughts, and daily life struggles. But when you begin shifting into the fifth dimension, your dreams begin to act more like portals, windows into other realities. You might find yourself flying without fear, breathing underwater, visiting starry realms, or having direct conversations with entities of light. These are not random occurrences. They are messages from your higher self, guiding you to remember your soul's true essence and purpose. In these awakening dreams, time and space behave differently. You may relive past experiences, visit the future, or find yourself in dimensions where the rules of physics no longer apply. This is your subconscious mind, learning to navigate the timeless and formless realm of the fifth dimension. You may even wake up feeling exhausted, as if you traveled far during sleep. That's because your astral body is expanding, learning, and healing. Another key shift is in emotional clarity. You'll begin waking up with new understandings about yourself and others. You might feel emotional healing taking place through these dreams, as if you released years of pain in just one night. Nightmares may temporarily increase as your ego resists change, but this is simply the old energy leaving your system. Keep a dream journal. Reflect. Patterns will emerge. Symbols will repeat. And eventually, you'll see. Your soul is preparing you to fully awaken. Let your dreams guide you. Section 2. Heightened sensitivity. As your body begins to vibrate at the frequency of the fifth dimension, one of the most undeniable signs is a sudden and intense increase in sensitivity, not just emotionally, but physically, mentally, and spiritually. This isn't weakness. This is evolution. Let's start with emotional sensitivity. You may find yourself crying more easily, laughing more deeply, or feeling overwhelmed by things that never used to move you. Sad songs may suddenly bring tears to your eyes. A stranger's pain might feel like your own. This is your heart chakra expanding. You are no longer numb to the vibrations around you. Instead, you are becoming attuned to the emotional frequency of others. It's a sign that your empathy is evolving into telepathic connection. Physically, your body begins reacting more strongly to environmental stimuli. Loud noises may feel jarring. Artificial lights might cause headaches. Crowded places can drain your energy. Foods with chemicals or low vibrational energy may suddenly cause stomach issues or fatigue. This is your body's way of rejecting lower dimensional energy and demanding nourishment that aligns with your higher self. Your senses are refining themselves to detect truth, purity, and energetic harmony. Mentally, you become more attuned to the intentions behind words. You'll start picking up on dishonesty without any proof. You may feel anxiety or unease around certain people without knowing why, and that's your intuition warning you. On the flip side, you'll be magnetically drawn to those who radiate authenticity and peace. Conversations will start feeling shallow unless they are meaningful and soul deep. Spiritually, this heightened sensitivity means that you're becoming a channel. You might start feeling energy in your palms or tingling in your forehead. You may hear subtle frequencies or see flashes of light that no one else notices. These are not hallucinations. They are signs that your inner vision is activating, your spiritual DNA is awakening, and your connection to Source is growing stronger. This sensitivity can feel overwhelming, even like a curse at times. But in truth, it is a superpower in the fifth dimension. The key is learning to protect your energy and use your sensitivity as a compass, not a burden. Spend time in nature. Ground yourself daily. Learn to say no. The more you honor your energetic boundaries, the more powerful your sensitivity becomes. In this new dimension, being sensitive is no longer a flaw. It is the very proof that you are rising. Section 3. Emotional purging. One of the clearest signs that your body is entering the fifth dimension is something most people fear, yet it is absolutely necessary: emotional purging. Suddenly, you might feel like your emotions are on a roller coaster. One moment you're calm, and the next, you're drowning in a flood of sadness, anger, or frustration. Memories from the past you thought were long gone may resurface without warning. Childhood trauma, heartbreak, betrayal, grief, all knocking at your emotional door, asking to be acknowledged. Do not panic. This is not regression. This is ascension. In the third dimension, we were taught to suppress emotions, to get over it, to numb with distractions, to bury pain beneath busyness. But in the fifth dimension, there is no room for unhealed wounds. Your emotional body is clearing out everything that cannot go with you to the higher realms. This purging is like a detox for the soul. You are shedding old patterns, limiting beliefs, and heavy energies that have kept you stuck in fear and survival mode. You are unlearning the programming of scarcity, shame, guilt, and self-hate. And as painful as it feels, it's a sacred process. You may cry for hours without knowing why. You may feel rage bubbling up without a clear trigger. You may have days of deep fatigue, as if your spirit is exhausted. That's because it is. Your soul has carried so much weight for so long, and now it's finally being given the permission to release. Let it. Honor this process. Write your feelings in a journal. Scream into a pillow if you need to. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. This is where real healing happens. Not through ignoring pain, but by facing it head-on, feeling it fully, and letting it pass through you like a storm. And here's the gift on the other side: freedom. The more you purge, the lighter you become. You begin to experience more peace, clarity, and inner space. Emotional purging makes room for your higher self to take up residence in your body. It is an emotional rebirth. You are not breaking down, you are breaking through. In the fifth dimension, your emotions are no longer obstacles. They are sacred messengers guiding you to your truth. So if you're feeling raw, cracked open, or deeply emotional lately, it's not because something is wrong. It's because something sacred is unfolding within you. Trust the purge. You are clearing space for your divine evolution. Section 4. Time is shifting. One of the most profound signs that your body is entering the fifth dimension is the experience of time shifting, a phenomenon that completely changes how you perceive reality and your place in it. In the third dimension, time feels linear and rigid. We wake up, work, eat, sleep, and repeat, as if caught in an endless loop. Minutes tick by steadily, and the past and future seem fixed and separate from the present moment. But as you transition into the fifth dimension, this familiar structure begins to dissolve. You may start noticing moments where time feels faster, slower, or even non-existent. An hour might feel like minutes, or a few seconds might stretch out endlessly. This bending of time is not a glitch, but a sign your consciousness is expanding beyond the constraints of 3D reality. This shift happens because, in the fifth dimension, time is no longer a straight line, but a fluid, malleable space where past, present, and future coexist simultaneously. This means you can access memories from your past or glimpses of your future in vivid, dreamlike clarity, sometimes even simultaneously. You begin to understand that time is a construct, a tool for the ego mind, and as you evolve, you rise above its limitations. You may also experience time loops, where certain moments or events seem to repeat until you learn the lesson or heal the energy attached to them. These loops feel like déjà vu, but on a deeper level, nudging you toward growth and awakening. Another way time shifts is through a heightened sense of presence. You may find yourself more deeply anchored in the now, fully immersed in the sights, sounds, and sensations around you. This is the gateway to living in 5D, where the power of the present moment becomes the portal to higher consciousness. As time shifts, you might also feel less urgency and pressure to achieve or do as before. Instead, life feels more intuitive, flowing, and aligned with your soul's purpose. Deadlines and schedules lose their grip, replaced by a knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing. This new relationship with time is liberating, but can also be disorienting at first. You may feel moments of confusion or even anxiety as your mind tries to grasp what your soul already knows, that you are stepping into a timeless dimension where everything is connected and your reality is co-created with the universe. Embrace this shift with curiosity and surrender. Notice when time speeds up or slows down without forcing it to fit your old understanding. Meditate on the idea that time is your servant, not your master. As your body enters the fifth dimension, you are learning to live beyond time, in a space of eternal now, where your true power lies. This is not just a physical shift, but a profound awakening of your consciousness. Time shifting is a sacred invitation to step into your higher self, to release control, and to trust in the flow of the cosmic dance unfolding all around you. The more you surrender to this, the more you align with the limitless potential of the fifth dimension. Section 5. Intuition upgraded. As your body and consciousness begin to ascend into the fifth dimension, one of the most remarkable transformations you will notice is the profound upgrade of your intuition. Intuition is often described as the inner voice or gut feeling that guides you. But in the 5D realm, this guidance system becomes vastly more powerful, clear, and trustworthy. In the third dimension, intuition can sometimes feel faint, drowned out by the noise of overthinking, fear, and external influences. You might ignore your inner nudges or doubt their validity. However, as you transition into the fifth dimension, your intuitive abilities sharpen dramatically. It's as if your mind's fog lifts, revealing a deeper, wiser part of yourself that communicates directly with your soul. You will start experiencing insights that seem to come from nowhere, sudden knowing, flashes of clarity, or a deep inner certainty that guides your decisions without the need for endless mental analysis. This intuitive knowing is no longer a vague feeling, but a reliable compass pointing you toward your highest good. This upgrade also includes the ability to sense energies, emotions, and intentions around you with greater accuracy. You might notice you can read people's moods or intentions without them saying a word. Your empathic senses become heightened, allowing you to pick up subtle energetic cues that were previously hidden. This skill is vital in the fifth dimension, where energy and consciousness play a central role in shaping reality. Another aspect of this intuitive upgrade is enhanced creativity and inspiration. Ideas, solutions, and visions flow to you effortlessly, often when you are relaxed or in a meditative state. This is your higher self communicating through the intuitive channels that now operate on a higher frequency. Trusting these insights can lead to breakthroughs in your personal life, relationships, and even career. You may also notice your dreams becoming more vivid and meaningful, with intuitive messages delivered through symbolic imagery or direct communication. Keeping a dream journal can help you decode these messages and apply their wisdom to your waking life. However, this intuitive upgrade requires practice and patience. Your mind, conditioned by years in 3D reality, might resist trusting something intangible or unseen. The key is to quiet the mental chatter and develop a daily practice of listening through meditation, mindfulness, or simply pausing to check in with your inner guidance. Another challenge is learning to differentiate between your true intuition and old fears or desires, masquerading as guidance. True intuition feels calm, loving, and clear, whereas fear-based impulses tend to be frantic or judgmental. Over time, your connection to your higher self will deepen, making this distinction easier. This new level of intuition is a gift of the fifth dimension, a direct line to universal wisdom and your soul's purpose. It empowers you to navigate life with confidence, grace, and alignment, no longer relying solely on external validation or logic. Embrace this upgrade as a sacred tool on your ascension journey. The more you listen and act on your intuition, the more you will experience the flow of synchronicity, magic, and manifestation in your life. This heightened inner knowing is your soul's language in the fifth dimension, guiding you home to yourself and the infinite possibilities that await. Section 6. Nature's Calling. As you journey deeper into the fifth dimension, you will start to notice a powerful and undeniable calling from nature itself. This isn't just a casual appreciation for the outdoors. It's a soul-level pull that reconnects you to the living earth in ways you might never have experienced before. Nature's calling is one of the profound signs that your body and spirit are shifting into higher vibrational states aligned with 5D consciousness. In the third dimension, many of us have felt disconnected from nature due to the fast pace of life, technology, and urban environments. But in the fifth dimension, this separation dissolves. You may find yourself craving more time outside, seeking out forests, mountains, rivers, or simply a quiet park where you can immerse yourself in the natural world. The air feels fresher, the colors more vivid, and the sounds of birds, wind, and water more alive and healing. This call is deeply rooted in the Earth's own ascension process. As the planet raises its vibration, it invites you to rise with it, to tune into its rhythms, cycles, and energies. You might notice a strong pull to walk barefoot on grass or sand, hug a tree, or meditate outside under the open sky. These acts are not just grounding practices. They reconnect you to Gaia's life force, which supports and amplifies your own energetic transformation. You could also experience a new sensitivity to the elements. The warmth of sunlight, the coolness of a breeze, or the gentle patter of rain might evoke feelings of comfort, renewal, and even spiritual nourishment. This heightened awareness helps you feel supported and loved by nature, reminding you that you are an integral part of this vast living ecosystem. The calling can also manifest as a desire to protect and honor the environment more consciously. Many ascending individuals feel compelled to live more sustainably, reduce waste, and advocate for the planet's health. This is a natural extension of 5D consciousness, recognizing the interconnectedness of all life and taking responsibility for the well-being of the whole. Additionally, nature becomes a mirror for your inner state. You might find that when you are aligned and balanced, the natural world around you appears harmonious and vibrant. Conversely, moments of inner turmoil might reflect as a feeling of disconnection from the Earth's energy. This dynamic encourages you to maintain your energetic clarity and embrace practices that nurture your soul's bond with nature. Animal communication or encounters can also increase as part of this calling. You may feel drawn to certain animals, notice signs from wildlife, or even experience moments of telepathic connection. These interactions are reminders of the unity between all beings and offer guidance, comfort, and messages from higher dimensions. Ultimately, nature's calling is a sacred invitation to awaken your primal connection to the earth and her wisdom. It helps you anchor your rising energy, find peace in simplicity, and remember that ascension is not just a mental or spiritual process, it is deeply embodied and rooted in the physical world. Answering this call can bring profound healing and balance, helping you navigate the transition into the fifth dimension with grace and harmony. It reconnects you with the source of life itself and encourages a joyful, grounded, and expansive way of being that supports your highest evolution. Section 7. Energy Alignment. As your body begins to enter the fifth dimension, one of the most striking signs is the realignment of your energy system. This process, often subtle at first, can become deeply transformative as you begin to notice shifts not only in your physical and emotional states, but also in the invisible flow of energy that connects your mind, body, and spirit. In 3D consciousness, our energy is often scattered, blocked, or drained by external influences, negative thoughts, or emotional baggage. But in 5D, your energy begins to recalibrate and harmonize with higher frequencies. You might feel this as surges of tingling sensations in your body, a pressure in your forehead or crown, or waves of warmth moving through your chakras. These are not random occurrences. They are signs that your energy centers, or chakras, are beginning to balance and open in alignment with your evolving consciousness. You may start to notice when your energy is out of sync. Environments, people, or habits that once felt normal now feel heavy or draining. This sensitivity is a gift. It shows you where you need to set boundaries, cleanse your aura, or shift your attention. You become more attuned to when your vibration dips and more empowered to realign yourself through breathwork, meditation, sound healing, or simply solitude. Another key feature of energy alignment is coherence. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions begin to move in harmony. You may find it easier to make decisions, to speak your truth, and to act from a place of authenticity. The internal struggle that once divided your heart and mind begins to dissolve, replaced by an inner clarity that guides you toward what truly serves your soul's journey. Crystals, energy healing, and spiritual tools may become more effective and meaningful for you now. You might find yourself drawn to certain stones, healing modalities, or rituals that support your energy field. These tools act like tuning forks, helping you attune to the 5D frequency and maintain alignment as you evolve. You may also experience spontaneous energy shifts, moments when you feel incredibly light, expansive, and full of love. These are downloads or upgrades from higher realms, where your body and soul are being calibrated to hold more light and operate from a new vibrational baseline. While these shifts can be euphoric, they can also be followed by brief periods of fatigue, dizziness, or emotional release. These are temporary recalibrations, as your system adjusts to a new level of energetic functioning. Dreams can also reflect your energy alignment. You might dream of colors, symbols, or light beings working on your energy body. These dreams are not just imagination. They are real interactions with the spiritual dimensions, helping you realign and evolve. You may begin to notice that when you are in alignment, synchronicities increase. Numbers, messages, and opportunities appear in perfect timing. This is not coincidence. This is resonance. When your internal energy is aligned with higher truth, the external world mirrors that harmony through serendipitous events and signs. Most importantly, energy alignment helps you manifest faster. In the fifth dimension, manifestation is not about forcing or chasing. It's about matching your frequency with your desires. As you align, you naturally attract what is meant for you because you are vibrating at the same frequency as your soul's intentions. This alignment is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey. Each moment offers a choice, to tune in or tune out, to rise or remain stagnant. But every effort you make to align your energy brings you closer to living fully in the fifth dimension, where peace, purpose, and power converge in a beautiful, balanced dance. Section 8. People start to vanish. As you begin to shift into the fifth dimension, one of the most unsettling yet deeply significant signs is that people start to vanish from your life, emotionally, mentally, or even physically. This does not always mean literal disappearance, but rather a profound energetic separation. Relationships that once felt strong may begin to dissolve. Friends who once understood you suddenly feel distant. Loved ones you shared everything with no longer feel aligned. You are not losing people. You are shedding energetic contracts that no longer serve your higher path. In 3D consciousness, relationships are often rooted in codependency, obligation, or karmic cycles. But in the fifth dimension, connections are based on soul resonance. They are aligned by energy, not history. As your vibration rises, those who are not on the same frequency may begin to fall away. They may ghost you, argue more often, or quietly fade from your reality. This can feel painful and confusing, especially when these people once held a meaningful place in your heart. But here is the truth. Their departure is a divine clearing. As you evolve, the universe begins to prune your social garden, removing the weeds so your soul can bloom. Some people were only meant to be part of your journey up to a certain point. Their presence taught you lessons, helped you grow, or held space for a chapter of your life. But that chapter is now closed. It is important not to chase after those who are drifting away. Their energy is no longer compatible with yours. Trying to force connection will only lead to more resistance, misunderstandings, or emotional pain. Instead, let them go with love and gratitude. Bless them for their role in your story, and trust that new soul-aligned connections are already on their way to you. You may also notice that new people suddenly enter your life, often unexpectedly. These individuals feel different. You connect with them on a deeper, more spiritual level. Conversations with them feel uplifting, expansive, and filled with light. These are your soul tribe, those who vibrate on the same frequency and walk a similar path. With them, there is no need to explain yourself or dim your light. You are simply understood. This shift in your social circle is a reflection of your inner transformation. As you release fear, control, and limitation, you make space for authenticity, love, and truth. Your relationships become mirrors of your higher self rather than projections of your wounded self. You may also find yourself spending more time alone, and this solitude is sacred. In the fifth dimension, solitude is not loneliness. It is communion with your own essence. In the quiet, you begin to hear your soul speak more clearly. You reconnect with your inner truth without the noise of others' expectations or energies clouding your perception. This phase may feel isolating, but it is a powerful recalibration. The people who are meant for you will find you, not through effort, but through energetic resonance. You do not have to chase. You simply need to align with who you truly are, and those who match your frequency will appear, often in divine timing. So if people are disappearing from your life right now, do not resist. Do not grieve too long. Instead, trust that this is a sacred sign that your energy is elevating. The fifth dimension does not carry the baggage of the past. It carries the promise of aligned connections, divine purpose, and a deeper, truer love. Let go. Release the old. Make space for the extraordinary. Section 9. Inner calm in chaos. One of the most profound and unmistakable signs that your body and spirit are entering the fifth dimension is the emergence of an unshakable inner calm, especially in the midst of external chaos. This calm is not passive, numb, or disconnected. It is a deep, centered peace that rises from within, even when the world around you is in turmoil. In the third dimension, we are conditioned to react, often impulsively, to whatever circumstances unfold in our external reality. We are taught to find security and control, to resist uncertainty, and to define peace by how calm our surroundings are. But in the fifth dimension, peace is no longer something you seek. It is something you become. This shift often happens gradually. At first, you might find yourself surprisingly unaffected by things that used to disturb you. A delay, a disagreement, or an unexpected challenge might arise, but instead of spiraling into anxiety or frustration, you observe it with curiosity. You begin to notice that your nervous system is not as reactive. You breathe more easily. Your thoughts are less frantic. You do not need to fix, fight, or flee. You simply are. This inner stillness is not indifference, it is mastery. You have begun to align with your higher self, the part of you that knows everything is unfolding as it should. Even in the face of pain or loss, you find yourself anchored in something deeper than emotion. It is not that you do not feel, it is that your feelings no longer consume you. You understand that emotions are visitors, not residents. They come, they teach, and they pass. This is a sacred recalibration of your energy field. In the fifth dimension, your consciousness no longer rides the highs and lows of life like a roller coaster. Instead, you become the observer. You see through the illusion of chaos and recognize the hidden order within it. You trust the divine intelligence orchestrating your journey. You stop needing answers and start embodying faith. Even during global events, political unrest, or personal crises, this calm persists. You might see people panicking or reacting in fear, but you stand firm in your knowing. You are not separate from the world, but you are no longer imprisoned by it. You have transcended the vibration of fear and are now operating from the frequency of trust and love. This inner calm also sharpens your discernment. You are no longer easily manipulated by media, gossip, or emotional triggers. You respond instead of react. You listen instead of judge. You ground instead of scatter. This makes you a lighthouse for others, an anchor of light in a stormy sea. People may begin to turn to you for comfort, wisdom, and guidance because they sense the peace you carry. But it is not your job to fix them. It is your role to embody truth, and in doing so, inspire others to find their own. Cultivating this calm requires inner work. Meditation, breath work, grounding in nature, and conscious detachment from drama are all tools that strengthen your connection to this state. But the most important element is presence. When you live in the now, you are no longer imprisoned by what was or afraid of what might be. You realize the only true power you have is in this moment. And in this moment, you are free. So if you are beginning to experience peace in the storm, clarity in the confusion, and stillness in the noise, know this: your body is adjusting to the frequency of the fifth dimension. You are no longer a slave to chaos. You are the calm in the storm, and from this space, miracles unfold naturally. As you navigate this profound journey into the fifth dimension, understand that you are not alone. The signs you are experiencing, awakening dreams, heightened sensitivity, emotional purging, shifts in time perception, upgraded intuition, a deep pull toward nature, energetic alignment, the disappearance of certain people, and a profound inner calm are not random. They are all sacred markers, indicating that your consciousness is evolving beyond the limitations of the third-dimensional world. This transformation is not about escaping reality. It is about transcending illusion. It is a return to your authentic self, the eternal being that exists beyond fear, beyond ego, and beyond separation. The fifth dimension is not a destination, but a state of being. It is the realm where love leads, intuition guides, and every moment is lived in alignment with your soul. As you embody these signs, you will begin to attract more clarity, purpose, and alignment into your life. You will notice synchronicities accelerating, opportunities appearing effortlessly, and your ability to manifest becoming stronger. But more importantly, you will begin to experience a deep sense of peace, not because everything outside is perfect, but because everything inside of you is finally in harmony. Embrace this journey with grace. Be patient with yourself. The shift can be intense, emotional, and at times lonely. But remember this: the universe chose you for this. You are the chosen one, and your body is not just entering the fifth dimension, it is becoming a living bridge between heaven and earth. So keep going, keep trusting, keep expanding, because the world needs more awakened souls like you. And your transformation is not just a personal evolution, it is a gift to all of humanity.